What attracts you to vintage fashion?
I love it because it feels like the most exclusive thing in the world to be able to find like a one-of-a-kind thing that like no one else has.
You're really in a place where it's all one of ones and you get to kind of pick your own thing instead of looking at a mannequin or something else that someone else has. It's like you have to pick what you really love.
What sets apart vintage from like today's fashion in your opinion?
Oh my God, it's so much better. More interesting, it's more creative, it's usually better quality, and it's just more interesting to like find things and know that you're finding one as opposed to going in a store and finding like a rack of 100.
How would you describe your personal style?
Eclectic. Grungy, but then bohemian, but then edgy sometimes. It really depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Classic, interesting, whimsical.
Kind of like chameleon-ish. I really love menswear and women's wear too, so figuring out ways to kind of just style that in my own way.
One day I could be very formal, but then I could be a little bit edgy.
So how would you describe today's look?
Vintagey, sort of, up to date, 80s, but a little vintage always. I put a little vintage touch.
Out of all these pieces here, which one is your favorite piece?
I have this really fabulous vintage bracelet. It's just like very Etruscan vibes with pearls and amethyst stones and emeralds, and it's just the perfect statement piece.
Wow.
This is an archival Jean-Paul Gaultier from Fall/Winter 1992 collection, and it was actually even featured on the cover of Details magazine from that year. I think a lot of today's fashion, it's derivative of what was happening anywhere from 50s, 60s through the 80s and 90s. I haven't bought anything new at retail in like 20 years.